Alcazar Solis.
Why is it this way?
Freshman midfielder number 2, Connor
Oh, it's
Henry.
live too.
Senior midfielder number 3, Patrick Guerrero. Senior defender number 4, Jacob Jefferson.
I can do all that for you.
Sophomore forward number 5, Parker Nelson. Sophomore forward number 6, Chase Hilsinger. Freshman defender number 7, Orlando Macedo. Senior defender number 8, Max Hines. Sophomore midfielder number 9, Liam Sanderson. Senior forward number 10, Max Porter. Senior defender number 11, Moises Santiago. Sophomore midfielder number 12, Aved Sanchez. Senior defender number 13, Jonathan Salinas. Freshman defender number 14, Frankie Gonzalez Conte. Senior midfielder number 15, Noah Castillo Lopez. Freshman midfielder number 16, Noah Gustafson. Senior forward number 17, Dawson Mills. Junior defender number 18, Hunter Richardson. Junior midfielder number 19, Leonel Velez Ramon. Junior midfielder number 20, Pablo Castillo Silva. Freshman midfielder number 21, Edmund Mancinas de Reis. We have a senior, Chris Camara, and freshman midfielder Owen Villegas. The Cubs are coached by Christian Mormon and is assisted by Willard Boyd and Pat Higgins. And now for your Cougar lineup. Senior, number 0, Alan Sheeran. Sophomore, number 2, Taylor Brock. Freshman, number 14, Jason Francois Klein. Freshman, number 7, Aaron Jermillo. Sophomore, number 8, Brian Olwin. Freshman, number 9, Hayden Massey. Freshman, number 31, Bakari Sonko. Sophomore, number 32, Connor Houston. Sophomore, number 34, Harrison Ware. Sophomore, number 46, Ethan Greenland. The Cougars are coached by Mr. Nick Anderson and assisted by Jordan Cohagen and Kennedy. The Lakewood athletic trainer is Mr. Brandon Stott. The officials for tonight's contest are registered with the WIAA. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. And now at this time, would you please stand, remove your hats, and join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
All right, the starting lineups have been announced, and the Pledge of Allegiance has been said, and we are getting underway for Lakewood Boys Varsity Soccer. Tonight, the Cougars at Dick Cardinal Stadium are going to host the Sedro-Woolley Cubs. Coach Nick Anderson has a few last-minute instructions for his team, and we are ready to go with as much of a roster as we have. The last time we saw the Cougars, they were a 3-1 victor over the Blaine Borderites with their first win of the year. They then took spring break off, and I believe they played last Tuesday night, but I do not have a score from that game. Cougars will start out with number 95 on the back side. On the back right, I do not have a 95 on my roster. We'll try and get the rest of the starters. We saw that Kyson Parks, who has been a center back in the games we've seen so far, was not dressed for the game tonight, so we know he's not in the center back role. Aaron Jarmolio out here on the left, number 7. Alan Sharon, number 0 up front. Lorenzo Cabrera Garcia, number 14 in the midfield. On the outside right is Harrison Ware. Jack Williams, number 17, is anchoring the center midfield in that number 6 spot. Connor Houston in the orange boots is also in the midfield, with Taylor Brock playing the left outside and John Williams as the sweeper. It is a cool, crisp night here at Dick Cardinal Stadium. The turf is in great shape. The flag is limp, although it was blowing a little earlier, as there usually is wind blowing here at Dick Cardinal Stadium.
Here's the starters.
And Sedro is on the attack. Ball rolls out, and that's going to be a Cougar throw. Sedro attacking down the right side, and that's knocked out off of Williams for a corner. First corner of the night for the Cubs.
Yeah, I don't. These are Christie's. Hey, they work.
As the Cubs push everyone but their sweeper and their keeper up inside the 20-yard line, creeping close to the 18, and now they're making a run. Nice ball in, and it's just off the head of Max Hines and out, and that's going to be out for a goal kick. Just underway here at Cardinal Stadium. 2 minutes into this match between the Lakewood Cougars, coached by Nick Anderson, and the Sedro-Woolley Cubs, coached by Christian Warman. Ball knocked down by Williams, but now Jack Williams. Now here comes Sedro on the attack. Dropped out to the top of the box and cleared up nicely by Connor Houston. Williams knocks it down, tries to get it to Lorenzo, but it's knocked back to a Sedro player who tries a shot from distance, and that's up and over the bar, and it's out for a goal kick. Long boot into the midfield area, and Alan Sheeran chests it down to Lorenzo, but it's taken away nicely by Connor Hendry. Put into the box, but secured easily by the keeper. Big bounce off the turf into the midfield, and it's played the wrong way. Sheeran running onto it, but not there. Williams is able to knock it down and retain possession. And he puts it down the side, but unfortunately right to a Cub defender. Lorenzo has it, he flicks it on. Now it's a foot race for the ball and the end line, and it's going to be won by the Cougars. Turns it to the middle, nothing there, gives it away, and now stolen back, and a foul called on the Cubs for a shove in the back. The Cougars will have a free kick in a very fortuitous area with Cabrera Garcia looking to put it in the middle and see if a Cougar can't get ahead on it. Yarmoleo, Ware, Brock, and Houston are all up there looking to make a run into the box. And that ball is sent well high and over the cage, the goal box, and I believe that Lorenzo Cabrera Garcia was actually shooting that and not crossing it. Looking to switch fields, knocked down by the Cougar Ware. And now the Cougars look to control it in midfield, looking, a searching ball for Yarmoleo, not there. Sharon tries to corral it at midfield, is unable to. And now Williams plays one long for Yarmoleo to run onto, but he will not get there before the keeper secures it. Sedro again on the attack. Ball is out, and that's going to be a Cougar throw. Nothing here is the score. We are just about 7 minutes into the contest, 33-10 left on the clock here in the first half as we play the first 40 minutes of this game. Ball is mistouched by Hendry, and it rolls out of bounds for a throw-in. Houston knocks it down to Garcia, but his touch deceives him, and that's intercepted by Porter. And now Sedro's turning on the attack. That long ball was tried to be intercepted, but it wasn't there. Slid through, and now one-on-one with the defender. He goes down, and his shot on target, but right into the waiting arms of the Cougar goalkeeper. So Blaze Burkett with the nice save there. making the first start that we see him have made this year. We've seen him come on in the substitute capacity a couple of times, once in the goal and once not. Burkett, the freshman substitute, starting tonight for the Cougars. Ball controlled nicely on the outside, looking now to bring it back into the middle, dancing with it. But really a nice job defensively by Brandon Miller. Or Andrew Post, I can't tell if that's 18 or 16. Sheeran's now coming out, as is John Williams. Into the game is Ryder Steves, number 99, and Bakare Sanko for the Cougars. Turned by the Sedro-Woolley offensive player. Good cross, but broken up by the Cougars. And there's Sanko putting one long, searching for Yarmaleo or Steves. The keeper comes out, knocks it away, and tracked down and maintained possession by the Cubs. That ball is knocked away right to Sanko, who loses it to two Cub defenders. That ball then is put in, but Burkett is right there, and he secures it. Brock with the interception, and now he's making a run. He's looking long to Yarmaleo, and it's now a foot race with Aaron Yarmaleo and two defenders from Sedro, and in the end, the end line wins that race, and that ball goes out for a goal kick. 10 minutes gone now here in the first half, 30 minutes exactly left to go. Sedro with the goal kick. That goal kick goes off a couple of heads and out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw in for Lakewood. Cougars with an interception. Again, tried to play long into Sanko. He comes back, gets it, dispossesses the Sedro-Woolley player, has his head up, looking to make a move, but just a little bit too quick. And his touch deceives him, and it will be a Sedro turnover. A play is broken up, kicked away to a Sedro player, but secured out on the outside by Ware. Ware's taking on a couple of Cub defenders. It's knocked away, get it back. Looking for Steves, not there, broken up. And now Sedro again is on the counterattack. Long ball put through towards the corner, cross into the middle, but it is out of bounds. Couldn't quite get his foot all the way around and get that ball back into the penalty area. And now Connor Houston comes out, and John Williams goes back into the game as Burkett will take the goal kick. Ball comes out to Cabrera Garcia. He loses it, looking for Yarmaleo. He gets it back, touches it long. Ball's rolling. Is it going to go out? Yes, it is going to go out. Got it in quickly, but Sanko was there, and now he is on a run. Steps on the ball, turns around, gets it to Yarmaleo. Yarmaleo looks to go by the defender, and he has it knocked away. And it's out of bounds for a Cougar corner. Second corner kick of the night for the Cougars. Ball's put into the mixer. Looking for a head. Sanko's up for it, hits him in the belly and rolls out. And that's going to be another Cougar corner kick, their third one of the night. And they're going to let Cabrera Garcia now put the ball in from the corner. Ball's played short to Sanko, comes right back to Lorenzo, who puts it to the far post. Taylor Brock puts it on his head, but he hits it. He looks to drop it to Sanko, doesn't have him. It's intercepted by the Cubs. It's hit off Yarmolillo. Steves is right there, and played back to the keeper, who puts it free before a Cougar could run onto it. Now Sedro's coming on the counterattack. That was Harrison Ware troubling the Sedro goalie on that, but didn't quite get there in time. Hendry puts it into the box. And that looks like Patrick Guerrero was trying to turn and shoot, blocked away. And that is a corner kick. Be the second one of the night for the Cubs. Ball played into the 12-yard line, handed out by Sanko, controlled by Steves, looking to turn. Is able to do so. Takes a touch around a player, and now he looks long for Yarmolillo. Can't quite get to it, and the defender puts it out for a Cougar corner. Noah Castillo-Lopez looks like he was trying to play it out for a throw. Wasn't able to quite get his foot around the ball, and it rolls out for a corner kick. And Cabrera Garcia will put this one in. Lorenzo looks like he was going for goal, and he curled it into the side netting and out of bounds for a goal kick. Couple more subs now in for the Cubs. Up front, looks like that's Orlando Macedo coming in the front, and Jace Hilsinger is coming in on the right wing. Goal kick's put back inside. Ware's chasing it, and it's put out by the Sedro defense. We throw in for the Cougars. Nice play by Williams to knock that ball down and retain possession and get the throw in. Throw to the middle. I think they're looking for Sanko, but he wasn't there, and now Cubs are coming on a counterattack. Touch through to the center, gives it back to the outside now, looking to cross. No, he drops it. Now he'll look to cross it. No, he'll square it. He's trying to beat the man. He crosses it, far post, and Cub gets his head on it, pops it straight up in the air. Now it's being chased down to the outside. Tried to give a little give and go, but the go wasn't there as the ball rolls out. And that's going to be a goal kick for the Cougars. That was Jace Hilsinger that looks like, no, that 5, I guess. Parker Nelson that got his head to that one, but couldn't steer it back on goal. Williams now has it in the middle of the field. He's dispossessed. Cubs are on attack. Ball put through, but Taylor Brock is there to knock it down, stymie the attack momentarily. Brock stays on it, is able to get possession, but it's taken away from him. And now a shot from distance, way over the top of the net, and does not even come close to troubling the goal. And that looked like that was Max Porter with that ambitious attempt. Goal kick for the Cougars. More subs now into the game for the Cubs. We'll continue to get the names for them as we can. Goal kicks to Sonko's head. He's able to flick it on, gets it back, beats a man, but unfortunately it was off of him and out of bounds, and that's going to be a Cub throw-in. Pablo Castillo Silva is the one that was able to dispossess Sonko from the ball. Throw comes in, back, and now Williams challenges for in the center, is not there, covered by Cabrera Garcia. Goes all the way back to Connor Morgan, I think he's that player. Touches through, challenged on the outside by Post. Sedro again has the ball, knocked away again. Williams has it, looking to turn. Instead, drops it back to Post, kicks it off a Cub, and it goes out of bounds for a Cougar throw. And that was probably Morgan that kicked it off. Looks like Post is going to go throw it in. Back into the game tonight, Connor Houston in for Lorenzo Cabrera Garcia. We are now in 20 minutes to go, and 20 minutes gone. We're halfway through the first half. No score here. Dick Cardinal Stadium, Lakewood High School Boys Soccer versus the Sedro-Woolley Cubs. Houston's able to knock it away. And now into the game we have Patrick Hernandez on the left wing, and he challenges that ball as it rolls out of bounds, and it's going to force a throw, Cougar throw. Turn in the middle, right in front, plays it wide. Orlando Mercedo looked like he may have had an opportunity to attack the goal, but instead played it wide, and the Cougar defender was able to play it off the Sedro offensive player, and that will be a Cougar throw-in. Long throw comes in. Sonko was running with it, but then it was taken from him. Connor Houston knocks that ball down, gets it to Sonko. He's unable to control, taken away by the Sedro player, Orlando Macedo. And that ball is taken away by Williams. Cougars now have possession, gets to Sonko in the middle of the field. One touch, plays it long onto Hernandez, turns it around, turns it back. Now he puts it in the middle, knocked away by a Cub defender. And Sedro will look for the quick counterattack. Coming out wide to Hilsey. Puts it in, and there's Burkett. He picks it up right at the top of his 18. Sonko fighting for it at midfield, is able to get it to Hernandez. Looks to switch fields. No control, bouncing ball, just loose. Hernandez is able to head it forward. Now Steves is trying to run onto it. And he gets it, missed touch. It's one-on-one to the keeper. And as he was winding it up to shoot it, quickly over was Max Hines, who's able to knock it away. And now my phone is ringing. someone obviously doesn't know that I am busy watching Lakewood Boys Soccer. So, a corner kick for the Cougars. Great run by Steves, who was able to beat the Sedro-Woolley Cub defender and get the ball one-on-one to the goalie. It was only the quick coverage of the senior defender Hines that was able to come over and not keep that from being really troubling on the goal. It's a low corner kick knocked away. Hernandez gets it back, puts it back to Mister. Houston gets it. Brock tries to put it on goal, but it just goes high and over. For a Cub goal kick. Goal kick comes in, is knocked down now as the Cubs will go on the attack. But Taylor Brock steps in nicely, gets it back, and now Hernandez is running onto it along with Sheeran. But the defender's able to get there, but Sonko is able to recover it. He beats one defender, looks to beat another, can't do it. And now Sedro will turn around and just play it into space. But there's Williams, who knocks it towards Brock, but just a little bit too high for him, as he is not able to keep it in play. Hernandez has it, looking to beat three on the side, knocked out of bounds by the Cubs. Brock throws it down the sideline right to a Cub defender who just kicks it to the midfield. Williams is there. Knocked it down. Williams challenges. Houston has it, and he puts it out of bounds. That'll be a Cub throw-in. Into the game now is Brandon Miller, and Alan Sheeran will come out. Sonko has it, puts it in the middle, knocked down, and the Cubs recover it. Williams knocks that ball down, but right to a Cub defender, plays it wide, and Sedro is going to start on the attack. Knocked away, but right to a Cub defender, and here they come on the offensive end. Cuts it back to the middle. Beats a man, has a shot, but it's over the top. Does not trouble the keeper. That's going to be a Cougar goal kick. 14-10 left to go here in the first half, as we are 0-0 with your Lakewood Cougars playing your the Sedro-Woolley Cubs. Your Lakewood Cougars versus the Sedro-Woolley Cubs. Shot put into the mixer. Two Cougars there, knocked down. Williams has it, and he looks to send it long. He was searching for Miller, but taken away. And now knocked out of bounds. It will be Sedro throw. That's a hard touch. Sonko has it, and he sends it long. Miller's knocked off his run by Salinas. He puts it deep, not there. That's John Williams up in the air, heading it wide. Played long, and now the Cougars have it, and they're looking to attack again. Looked like Ethan Keller tried to make that move on the outside. Cabrera Garcia now in for Williams. Didn't see who that other sub is. We can't quite see into the Cougar huddle. That's maybe not Ethan, maybe that's Derek Sigmund, number 90 out there on the far side. Ball to Hernandez is mishit, but there's no Cougar following it up, so the Cubs recover it. And now Williams has that. He's going to try to let it roll. He doesn't. He's able to turn on it now, but gives it back away. He stays defending. Now the Cubs returning and looking across. That ball goes safely into the arms of the keeper, Burkett. So there was no one running in the middle of the field. Burkett punts it. And that is number 90, Derek Sigmund on the outside. Goes to the ground, is unable to make the tackle, but is unable, doesn't hit the man either, so no penalty. Pops back up. As the Cubs now are turned around with the forechecking, but he looks to square it, but Sonko steps in and intercepts it, but his first touch is a little bit heavy, and the keeper's able to come out and knock it away. Great job by Sonko to read that square pass and knock the ball away, get it towards goal. Another mistake like that by the Cubs could result in a very crafty Sonko attacking the goal 1-0. The ball turned and rolls out, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Cougars. So a little bit of excitement here in the last couple minutes. Steve's one-on-one with the keeper, knocked away by the defender Hines, and now Sonko, just with a little bit of a heavy touch, was unable to get one-on-one in with the keeper by himself. Garcia now puts it long, and Sonko is able to run onto it, and he is by himself with the keeper, and he does touch it into the back of the net. Goal! Bakary Sonko in the back of the net. Lorenzo Cabrera Garcia with the long ball. Bakary Sonko walks onto it, takes a touch, gets his head up, and is able to beat the keeper. Cougars lead 1-0 at the 10:35 mark here in the first quarter, the first half. We were just talking about the next time he was one-on-one with the keeper, he was going to make them pay, and he certainly did. But we have to give Lorenzo Cabrera Garcia a beautiful assist, putting the ball up in the air. Sedro coming back quickly. They look like they're playing with a little more urgency, but teeing it up from 20 yards out is with a little bit of frustration and desperation, and that ball sails high and out of bounds. So when we were here against Blaine, the Cougars scored 3 goals, and Sonko had 2 of them, including a penalty kick. No, he had 2 of them, and I believe Lorenzo Cabrera Garcia had the other one with a penalty kick. But it was Sonko who was fouled in the box, which created that penalty kick. So we have seen Bakary be very active on the ball and running. He's been an eager runner. Ball's off the head, knocked away by Williams, and clears. And has had a hand in the last 4 Cougar goals that we have seen, either by scoring them or forcing the penalty kick. Taylor Brock lets that roll out of bounds. And now back into the game is going to be Harrison Ware, and Brandon Miller comes out. We have 8:43 left to go. Cougars just scoring 2 minutes ago to take a 1-0 lead. Long ball for Hernandez, but that's out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in. It's out of bounds off the Cougars, and that'll be another Cub throw. Sonko with the interception. Now he's on the run. Going to play it long to Hernandez, but just too far for him. He's unable to run onto it. It's going to be a throw in for the Cubs, who now will have a couple more substitutions. .35 now to go in the first half. Cub throw. Ball's out of bounds off of a Cub, and it will be a Cougar throw. Lorenzo with an ambitious shot from distance, sails high and wide. And that will be a goal kick. Cubs control that goal kick. They settle it as they look to on the attack. Cougars back in their shell defensively as they're now being run at by the Cub offensive player who cannot control it as he tries to pull it back to get a better angle to shoot, and it rolls out of bounds, and it's going to be a Cougar goal kick. Cubs control it, turn to the middle, dances around Lorenzo and has Baccarat miss it, and he shoots it, and Burkett spills it, sprawls, spills it, recovers, and Blake Burkett with the save. Good hard shot, but the Cougar keeper was up to the task. Houston heads that one out of bounds, and it will continue to be Cub throw-in. The illegal throw, he didn't get it all the way behind his head. Referee lets it go. Sonko has it. He puts a long one through, trying to get a Cougar runner on it. Sigmund, but he's unable to get it. Harrison Ware now trying to challenge the ball as the runner comes to midfield. He puts it long, and the cover there is by the Cougar central defender, who puts it out of bounds for a Cub throw-in. Sonko with the steal, looks to put it long now to Hernandez, who's running onto it, but is unable to get there. The Cubs turn around and put it out for a throw-in. Under 5 minutes now to go in the first half. Cougars lead here 1-0. Houston has it. He squares it to Cabrera Garcia, who tries another shot from distance and puts it over the top. Steve's now in for Hernandez. Ware's going to move out here to the left wing as Steves will take his normal spot in the center of the pitch. Sonko's up, heads that back towards the goal, but knocked down by the Cubs. And they've secured possession now as they are going to try to come out again on the attack. They've had some good success working this left-hand side, but have yet to score. Into the middle. Williams is there, turns it back outside. Now they're coming back in the middle, trying to get it onto their favored foot. Sonko's there, and now Houston cleans that up. Gets it outside. Sonko knocks it down. They want a handball, no call. Head back into the middle. There's Williams. Williams whiffs on it, and it's secured by a Sedro offensive player. Actually, that wasn't Williams that whiffed on it. That looks like it may have been Connor Morgan, and it was cleaned up then by Williams as it was put out of bounds. by the Sedro attacker and off the leg of the Cougar defender. Ball played into the mixer, off the head of Houston, right back to the corner kicker, who tries to beat Cougar offensive player, and he gets it back into the middle, and it's off the head of a Cub who puts it into the back of the net. Burkett had no chance at all on that one. So, corner kick into the middle. Houston puts it outside. Harrison Ware chases down. He gets beat, but it goes back in off the head of the Cub offensive player and into the far corner of the net. Not a thing Burkett could do. We're tied at 1 with under 2 minutes to go. Clock, of course, on the stadium has stopped at 2 minutes, and so the referee's going to keep that time on the field. There hasn't been a lot of stoppage time. There hasn't been a lot of injury time, if you will. So it's going to be pretty close to exactly 2 minutes. As Sigmund again goes to ground, and he is able to knock the ball away. He's been on the ground about 4 times tonight. That time he came up with the steal. So a bit of individual magic for the Cougars by Bakare Sanko gets them their goal. And a bit of team magic by the Cubs to get their equalizer. Long ball played in over the heads of the Cougar defender. Looks to turn it towards the goal. Now he plays it back. Nice tackle by Brock. Again, nice tackle by Brock, and it's forced out, and it's going to be another corner kick. Long ball played back into the middle by the Cubs. And he just pops it up high over the head of the keeper. Very dangerous looking play. And it will be a Cougar goal kick. And that referee sounds the whistle, and that is the end of the first half. So 40 minutes into the books, the Cougars get a goal at the 14-minute mark to take a 1-0 lead, 1-0 lead off the foot of Bakare Sanko. And the Cubs answer with a goal at the 4-minute mark to tie the game. So that's where we stand at the end of the first half. It's going to be the Cougars 1 and the Sedro-Woolley Cubs 1. So the teams are heading back onto the field here to start the second half, the second 40-minute run. And we are tied here at 1-1. Each team having created several scoring opportunities, and each team capitalizing on one of them. It'll be Cougar kicking off to start the second half. All right, the referee blows his whistle and we're underway in the second half. High arcing ball, a lot of pushing and shoving in there. No call as the Cubs turn it away and put it out of bounds. And we are underway here in the second half. Houston looks to turn. He's dispossessed. And now Sedro is coming on the ball. And that's knocked away by the Cougar defender onto Sonko, who looks like he's going to be out on the left side to start instead of his customary place in the center. As Williams, Houston, and Cabrera Garcia are going to anchor the three in the middle, it looks like Coach Anderson's going with a 4-3-3 attack. Garcia puts it ahead to Steves, gets it off the defender, tries to play it outside to Ware, and it's broken up. A little bit of a promising attack there by the Cougars, as Harrison Ware just couldn't do anything with the ball. It was played to him by Steves after Steves beat the defender. Ball comes into Steves, tries to play it to himself, is able to secure it, drops it to Houston. Houston swings it across to Sonko, challenges the goal, puts it up, and Ware and Steves are running onto it, but it's just too far for them, and it rolls out of bounds for a Cub goal kick. Thanks for joining us tonight on our YouTube and Facebook channels. We will have 3 more games for you. Next Wednesday night, the 20th, the Cougars are hosting a soccer match. Not sure if I will be here for all of that. We'll try and get the live stream up, as there's a school board meeting at 6 o'clock that I will be in attendance at. You can try to come down after that. And then next Friday, the 22nd, we will have a live stream. And then the final live stream of the year will be Thursday, April 28th. And then we will be all done with our events. We might try and see if we can't figure out a way to find a baseball or softball game, but we are really limited because of the band, the wireless, as well as the internet plugins, and so we're not sure we have enough of wireless bandwidth that allows us to show those games. So we might try and see what we can do, but not sure how successful we'll be. Taylor Brock messing around there with the ball in the middle through a couple of Cub defenders. Cubs are on the attack, and the Cougars knock it away. Sonko with it. He's looking outside, and that's Taylor Brock, and it's not there. Out of bounds, Cubs throw in.
Yeah, he told me he played like 5 minutes.
A little bit too much playing with it on the back line, and he's closed down. Ball's played out. It'll be a Cub throw-in.
Oh, it's awesome. We're here to bring the mojo. Yes.
just underway here in the second half of a 1-1 tie. Cougars and Sedro-Woolley. Williams knocks the ball away and looks to clear it. Puts it up the field to Ware. He traps it, and he looks to take it down the sidelines, and that's knocked away from behind. Williams overruns that one. The Cubs switch the field, and that ball's knocked away by Sonko, who's able to recover it before it gets out of bounds. And now Sonko's opens up the legs as he heads downfield, gets it to Steves, who looks like he tried to put it back to Sonko, tried to touch it, was unable to. Now Brock. That's Williams now with it. Williams takes it to Ware, and he's put down on the ground into the ditch. Steves keeps it down, but Sedro is able to clear it to the outside. Right into Ware. Ware puts it down. Oh, but Andrew Post gives it right to a Sedro player. Sedro on the attack. Houston cleans that one up, gets it to Ware, touches it, but he's taken away from him by a Sedro defender. Post down, steps in front, he takes it away, and that's cleaned up. And looks like Morgan could have cleared it out, but instead he touched it off the Sedro defender. Now we've got a sub into the game. That's number 4, Jason Franzvog Klein, and he is in for Andrew Post. Franzvog Klein's able to clean that up. And that ball is put out of, oh no, stays in. No, it's called out of bounds. And now that'll be a Cougar throw. Yarmolino now into the game on the right side, and there's a foul. Looks like they're going to get Williams for a shove, or maybe Garcia, Cabrera Garcia with the shove. Ball is put into the Cougar and we have a new keeper in for the Cougars. Blaze Burkett did a nice job there, and now we have a new goalie. Not sure who that is. He's wearing number 10, but that's also Patrick Hernandez's number, and we'll see if we can't get the name of the Cougar keeper. Franzvog Klein knocks it down. Oh, referee put his flag up. I'm not sure that was out of bounds, but that was the call by the linesman. So that's going to be a Cub throw-in. Steve steps in, knocks it away, but gives it right back. And they try from distance, and that goes easily wide of the net. We're here in the second half, 1-1 tie. Cougars and the Sedro-Woolley Cubs. Nine minutes gone here in the first the second half. Ball's played short and back to the keeper. This hard-charging Cub, he just dekes it away from him, and now the Cougars give the ball away at midfield. The last couple of times they played with the ball inside, they've ended up having some problems. It's interesting to see if that's going to come back to haunt them as that shot goes wide. And that'll be a Cougar goal kick. This time he chooses to kick it upfield. Houston knocks it to Cabrera Garcia. Gets it to Sanko, who's fighting with it, but mistouched on the outside by Brock. And now the Cubs are on attack. Good cover by Williams. And Brock has it. And now they're going to call a foul on the Cubs as Brock turned and beat him up the sideline. Ball played in the middle of the Cabrera Garcia, can't get to it. Beaten to the ball by a Cub defender. And now the Cubs are here on the attack, and they're attacking in waves. Knocked away by Williams to Yarmolillo, to Garcia in the middle of the field. But he can't chase it down. The ball's played out. It's going to be a Cougar throw. 29-19 in the game. Cubs turn, have a shot from distance, and that sails over the top.
Sometimes they'll like miss the ball or like miss the
Sanko has it, controls it off his chest, drops it back to Cabrera Garcia. It's unable to control it, and now the Cubs are on the attack one more time. That goal in the end of the first half really energized them, and they are playing with a lot more aggressive in waves. Cougars are able to keep the ball secured. They're just on the edge of success or failure most of the time. Ball's put in long. Houston, there's Sanko chasing it down. Now off of Brock's shoulder, and he's going to get called for a handball. It's going to be a free kick for the Cubs. 27:45 left to go in the game. Cubs with the free kick off the handball. Ball's missed, turns and shot, knocked down by the Cougars. Played outside, not very far. Back again inside, and this is high and wide. Goal kick for the Cougars. Goal kick to Steves. He turns, looks for Yarmolillo down the right-hand side. Cubs recover it. Now here they come again on the attack. Cougars looking for the quick long ball counter one more time. They got it a couple of times in the first half. Steves it on goal, unattended, unable to score, but Sanko was able to on the quick counter. Here comes Sanko on the counter one more time. put out by Sedro, and that's going to be a Cougar throw-in. Long throw, played out. One more time, throw-in for the Cougars. Another throw into the mixer, knocked back to Houston. Houston crosses it, goes through. Steves gets a boot on it. Deflected away by the Cougar keeper. Nice save. Good ball in by Houston. Nice try by Steves. Now here we have them on the counterattack. Williams looking to run them off the ball. Can't do it. And it's put into the net, and that's a goal for the Cubs. So Steves isn't quite able to get the ball into the back of the net. The ball's deflected wide by the keeper, and the quick counterattack sees the ball into the back of the net right at the 25th minute. And the Cubs take a 2-1 lead. Cougars coming. Keeper gives it away. Yarmolios covers it. He's covered by two, now three Sedro defenders who knock it away. Put it out of bounds. Cougar throw. Throw-in rolls into the middle. Cleaned up by the Cubs. Ball's touched out by Sanko, and it's going to be a Cub throw. Hernandez now into the game on the right side, playing in the midfield behind Yarmoleo. And that's going to be a foul on Sedro for an aggressive shove on Sanko. Francois Klein to take the free kick. And both teams are going to sub. Williams coming out. Cabrera Garcia back in. Cabrera Garcia is going to hit a long searching ball. And it's looks like Houston was in there, got his boot to it, but rolled out of bounds. Yarmoleo knocks down the goal kick, looks to the middle for Sanko, knocked away by a Cub. Yarmoleo stays on it. Cabrera knocks it down. Cabrera Garcia knocks it down and forces a ball out of bounds, and that's off the Cubs. It's going to be a Cougar throw. Ball thrown down the side. Looks like Hernandez after it. Yarmoleo's in there. Lorenzo gets it back, puts it off the foot of somebody, bounces crazily, and that's a quick run in. And just not quite in time. That was Harrison Ware, and referee runs over, gives him a quick talking to and says, hey, be careful about challenging the keeper. I didn't think it was that bad. That ball was off the official. See what he's going to call, because it looked like it might have been Sedro ball, but the Cougars were able to secure it, so he's going to go with the drop ball. So drop ball, he's going to drop the ball on the ground. No, he's just going to give the ball to the Cubs in a drop ball, and they put it out of bounds. So not quite sure what that was all about, but subs now coming in for the Cubs. Ball put into the mixer, far post, out of bounds. Under 20 minutes now to go, 19:54. In the second half. So we wait for the ball to be put back in play. Goalie finally puts his boot into it. Looks like that was Ware that knocked it back in. Now the ball goes, but put out of bounds by the Cubs. Controlled in the middle. And the ball rolls by. Now it's just going to be played back to the keeper, who gives it away. And now the Cubs are on the attack, but knocked away. Looks like Houston with it. As it gets a little darker, it's a little harder to see those numbers, even with the lights. Keep doing the best I can to give you names and to be right. Williams knocks that away. Oh, hard spill. Referee playing advantage. No, there was no advantage. He probably should have blown that dead. Fransford Klein puts it long. Not able to run onto it for Yarmolillo, and now Williams is back in for Houston. Lonzo to Sanko, now to Hernandez, to Yarmolillo, and there's a foul called. Not quite sure what that foul was, but it's going to be a free kick for the Cubs. 17 minutes exactly to go here in the game. Cougars trailing 2-1, having taken a 1-0 lead, but now have given up a brace to the Cubs. One at about the 5-minute mark of the first half, and then one early on in the second half. Nice job by Fransford Klein to prevent that cross, working his way upfield, and now he's tackled down, and and Jason Fransford Klein draws the free kick. Hernandez has it now in the middle of the field. He turns, gets it to Williams, who puts it to Sonko. Sonko can't control it. Cubs on the attack one more time. That ball is intercepted and knocked away by Williams, but he gets it back. Cub player looking to tee it up, not there. It's on goal that time as he drops it back to the 18. Put right into the arms of the waiting keeper. Subs now in for the Cougars. Steves, Sharon, Miller. And now subs for the Cubs as well. Ball to Steves, turns, gets it to Sheeran, drops it back to Williams, plays it square to Brock, and now here the Cougars mount the attack down the left side. Nice turn to the middle, has his head up. Oh, a little confusion between Sheeran and Steves. Ball goes between them and out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. Under 15 to go now. 2-1, Cubs leading. Again, we'll be back in one form or another next Wednesday night, April 20th. And Friday, April 22nd. If you want to know for sure, you can check out our Facebook and our YouTube pages, and they will let you know what time you can expect to start. Stepped in front. Nice job by the Cougar midfield, forcing the Cubs to play it out and behind. Ball put into the mixer, but easily knocked away by the Cougars. Williams puts it back on goal, and just high and wide. Nice left footer by Williams, trying to put it back on frame, but it is high and wide, and in the end, no joy. Yarmoleo now coming back in. He's going to play that left-hand wing, and Harrison Ware is coming out. Good step in by the Cougars, but unfortunately he deflects the ball right to a Cub midfielder as the Cubs continue on their attack, but the defender plays it out of bounds, and that's going to be a Cougar throw. 12 minutes now to go. Cougars fighting for the ball here in the midfield. And the ball is pushed wide, a lot of little contact. No call. Goal kick. Sharon's fighting for it. Now he's playing defense. And they pin him in on the sideline. Steves doesn't quite get to it, but Francois Klein does, but he's not able to control it. Once again, Cubs are on the attack. Nice step in by the central defender. That was Williams. Steve's chasing it down. And again, another shot on goal. Little contact after he hit it. Goes down to the ground, but no call. And with 10 minutes to go here in the half, Cougars punting the ball. Little shove there, got away with it. But Cougars control. Steves has it. Looks like he played to Sheeran, couldn't quite get it there. Miss hit by the Cubs. Into the center of the field. Williams is there. That ball is out. And we have more subs in. Brock, Ware, Sanko, Cabrera Garcia, and Hernandez back into the game. Cougar throw. Ball put in off the head of a Cub on towards the goal, but easily falls to the keeper. 8:49 left to go here in the game. Cougars trailing 2-1. Steve's looking to mount an attack. Hernandez and him changing, and he is spilled. And that's going to be a yellow card. No, it's not. It's just going to be a talking to. So, no card. Looked like he was reaching for his pocket. He did not. Just wanted to give the player a talking to. And now Cabrera Garcia is going to line this up. And if history tells us anything, he's probably going to take a shot on goal here. And he does. And it's right to the keeper. And with 8 minutes to go, the Sedro keeper will punt the ball. Turn, Steves is running on it, but it's cleaned up by the sweeper and put out of bounds for a Cougar throw. Throwing for the Cougars. Into the middle of the field. No control there. Missed touch. And it's kicked out of bounds by the Cub defender. Cougar throw again. 7 minutes now to go. And again, put out of bounds for a Cougar throw. Sanko pushed to the back, no call. The ball rolls out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Cubs. battery ran out.
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't get the end of the game?
Maybe not.
No. We all know it. The dude, he's It's still loud. So what do I do?
Turn it off.